All right, let's talk about something big that's happening right now. There's a totally new way to build a startup, and it's letting tiny, tiny teams do things that used to be impossible. I mean, really think about these two questions for a second. How can a few people in a room go up against a massive company and actually win? And what happens when the AI we're building starts building itself? Well, this isn't science fiction anymore. Look at this quote from an engineer at Anthropic, the team behind the AI model Claude. He says, straight up, Claude wrote Claude. The developers are now basically just managing a team of AIs that are writing the code for the next version. It's happening right now, and it's a huge signpost for a new way of working. So here's the game plan for today. We're going to break down this new playbook. First, we'll define what a 20x company even is. Then, we'll dive into 3 real-world strategies: the AI teammate, the AI truth, and personalized AI agents. And finally, we'll wrap it all up into a new playbook for you. All right, let's get into it. The core idea here is the rise of something people are calling the 20x company. And believe me, this isn't just a small change. It's a whole new way of thinking about building a business. So what is a 20x company? It's a startup that goes all in on internal automation. I mean, everything. Sales, marketing, coding, support, the whole shebang. The result is that every single employee becomes incredibly powerful, giving a tiny team the leverage to compete with companies 20 times bigger. Being small becomes their ultimate advantage. And you can really see how this idea has evolved. You might have heard of the compound startup model, which is all about building multiple products at the same time. Well, a 20x company takes that same energy but turns it inward. Instead of parallel products, they build parallel internal automations. So let's make this real. Our first strategy is what we'll call the AI teammate. And we're going to look at a startup called GigaML that is just crushing it with this approach. So picture this. GigaML is a tiny team, like 4 or 5 engineers, and they're trying to win a deal with DoorDash. Who are they up against? Companies that are literally 100 times bigger than they are. I mean, the odds seem impossible, right? So how'd they do it? They built an AI agent they named Atlas. And Atlas isn't just some glorified chatbot. It's a real teammate. It can go online, write code, handle all of that boring integration work for customers. Basically anything a human could do inside their product, Atlas can do it too. And this is the result. This is where it gets crazy. 1, a single person working with Atlas manages all of their big enterprise customers. We're talking DoorDash and over 10 other Fortune 500 companies. That's not just leverage, that's insane. Okay, that's strategy number 1. Now let's look at another one that works right alongside it. This is about creating an AI source of truth, and our case study here is Legion Health. So check out this number. Legion Health grew their patient base by 4 times in just 1 year. Wild, right? But here's the kicker. They did it without hiring a single new person for their operations team. How is that even possible? Well, their secret weapon is this custom-built internal tool that pulls everything together. It's a single source of truth. Anytime a care coordinator needs info, they can instantly see a patient's entire history, their schedule, insurance details, prescriptions, messages. It's all right there. No more hunting through 5 different apps. And just look at what this does to their staffing. In a normal healthcare company, you've got whole departments for clinical leadership, a call center for patient support, a big team for billing. At Legion Health, each of those jobs is handled by one person. 1. And that brings us to our third strategy, building custom AI agents for every single employee. Let's take a look at how a company called PhaseShift is pulling this off. So first, let's set the stage. PhaseShift has just 12 people, and they're going up against big established companies with hundreds of employees that have been in business for more than a decade. Again, another David versus Goliath story. So what's their secret? It's actually a super simple, repeatable process. An employee points out a manual task they do every day. They document it. Then an engineer quickly builds a simple little AI agent to automate just that one thing. And then they just do it again and again and again, creating this company-wide culture of automation. And the result is pretty staggering. They've been able to completely avoid hiring for entire roles. For instance, they're a 12-person company and they still don't have a dedicated designer. Why? Because their engineers can just use AI tools to create all the front-end designs they need. Okay, let's pull all of this together. We've seen 3 different companies, 3 really powerful strategies. So how does this all become a new playbook for you? Here's the most important part. You don't have to choose just one of these. In fact, you shouldn't. Building an AI teammate, creating a single source of truth, and deploying personalized agents. They all work together. This combination, this is the new way to build.
So let's just recap the key takeaways from today. 1. Build an AI teammate, like Atlas, that makes everyone on your team more powerful. 2. Create a single AI source of truth, like Legion Health did, so you can grow your operations without hiring more people. And 3. Build a culture of personalized automation, like FaceShift, where every boring manual task is seen as a chance to get stronger. The companies that get this are going to be the ones that stay lean, grow faster than ever, and win. This really is the future of building. So the only question that's left is, what's the very first internal process you're going to automate?